Hi guys, welcome back to Weird Weight Loss. I have come to you today to talk about the subject of how quickly we eat. One of the biggest causes of overeating is simply eating too quickly. It takes our stomach and our brain about 20 minutes to realize it is full once it gets full. So often we have overeaten by the time we start to feel full. That's why people tell you that you should stop before you hit the point of feeling full. And that really is true because a lot of times feeling satiated with the food you eat is more about how much time you spend eating than it is about what you eat. Although what you eat does have an effect. Now, I'm going to demonstrate for you today some of the little weird tips and tricks that I do to help me eat more slowly, because I was very, very guilty of this and I ate very, very quickly when I was heavy set. So the first advice that I'll give you is to always have something to drink. Now, we all know water is supposed to be good for you. Water's the best. I get that, but I'm a Dr. Pepper fiend, diet, vanilla cherry, Dr. Pepper. I am not giving these up. I don't care what anybody says. So this is what I'm having with my lunch. This is a bowl of Chef Boyardee spaghetti and meatballs. It is the small children's size. It has 200 calories, and I've put 30 calories worth of Parmesan cheese in it. So this will be my lunch. Now, even though this is supposed to be a child's portion, you'll find that if you eat children's portions, you'll actually end up doing better because adult portions are often quite large. So, by having something to drink, the first piece of advice I would give you is to slow down the time between your bites. So, if I'm going to have a bite of this, then I'm going to have a drink. And I'm going to be sure that I'm putting my utensil down before I pick this up. I'm putting this down before I go back to the utensil. I'm taking time between those bites. Second thing, and you're going to laugh at this one, but it really does work. This, I don't know if y'all can see it, is a baby spoon. It is a metal baby spoon. It is my baby spoon. It has Snoopy on the end. I don't know if you can see Snoopy. So I've had this for 35 years. Children's utensils are very small, and so they make it so that you're taking very small bites. The smaller your bites are, the more bites there are, the longer it takes you to eat. Now imagine how quickly I could eat this bowl of spaghetti and meatballs if I was not eating that quickly, or that slowly, I mean. I could gobble this up with a regular sized spoon and 4 or 5 mouthfuls, and then I would feel like I was starving even though I had had 230 calories. The next piece of advice is the one that a lot of people are familiar with, but I'm going to reiterate it, and that is that you need to chew your food. Now, some things you can't chew as much as other things, so there really is no set number of times you should chew. I mean, how many times can you chew Jell-O? How many times can you chew yogurt? I mean, there's a lot of liquid in this. I obviously can't chew liquid for 30 bites or 40 bites or whatever. But I do, anytime I get a spoonful that has some substance to it, try to take my time. So I can eat like this. Now, I'm not even tasting that food because I didn't chew it. Chewing gives you a chance to taste the flavors in your food. So the better way to do that that was about 14 chews, which is about as much as I can get out of a baby spoonful of spaghetti. So if you'll do all this, and you'll have this sort of ritualistic way in which you eat that involves taking sips of your drink, or if there's more than one item on your plate, taking a bite of each item in turn, and just working systematically, making sure that you set your utensils down. Don't just sit here and hold on to the spoon and go bowl to mouth. Don't do that. Set that utensil down. Another thing you can do to make the eating process take longer is if you are eating with your family or your significant other or a friend, you can engage in conversation. Between each bite, have a bit of conversation. Let them say something before you take another bite. And then while you're thinking about how to answer, take your bite, do your chewing, then go ahead and give your answer, and just separate your bites by these little bits of conversation. If you're not eating with a significant other, and I often am not because we don't always eat at the same time of day due to our schedules, I will either, I'll be watching something on the television, so I'll stop and watch a few minutes of my show in between bites, Or if I'm playing on my phone, I may sit there and check a Facebook status or respond to a post and then sit it down and then go back to eating. If you do this, it will slow your feeding time down dramatically, and you will feel much more full and much more satiated by a smaller amount of food. I hope these weird tips have helped y'all today, and I'll see y'all next time.